Hello, it's me. I'm here today with two friends.
Hey.
This is Hannah. This is Will.
Hello.
Introduce yourselves.
My name is Will, and I'm a YouTuber as well. My name on YouTube is BulbaWill. So I make a lot of content about queer culture, being LGBT+, and then also I make a load of other stuff. We just filmed a video for my channel, and we were drawing Pokemon and just chatting about being YouTubers.
Fun. It was lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was fun. Yeah.
And
so
Hannah,
thank you.
what do you do?
I am also known as Cotton Bun on YouTube.
Cotton Bun.
Cotton Bun.
Cotton Bun.
Haven't heard that one before. I do lots of Disney stuff, Pokemon stuff, Nintendo stuff, all that good nerdy
Artsy,
things.
crafty.
Yeah, art, DIY.
Funsy ones.
It's the most random channel.
It's the most pleasant
It's
channel.
wholesome. It's
Thanks,
wholesome
guys.
and colourful.
Thank
My
you.
channel is not wholesome
Yeah.
for sure, so you've got a good contrast.
Cheeky.
I thought we could talk about Disney princesses, and since I like to get into the nitty-gritty social stuff,
I like
whether
the
or
sound of
not
that.
they are
Like-
good role models.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Because people always act like girls shouldn't aspire to be Disney princesses, but actually, I think some of them are really good characters.
There are some gems.
They
There
are.
are some gem
Yeah.
role models
So-
in there.
Who is your favourite Disney
My
princess?
favourite Disney princess overall is Rapunzel.
Rapunzel.
Because
I understand.
Tangled is a very good
Tangled
movie.
is-
Like, it's
yeah.
fun and the music
I
is
love
good.
Tangled.
Yeah, the songs.
And-
she's so relatable. She's a good role model. I like her because she does art. And
She's so productive.
yes.
Yeah,
I can't relate.
which makes me feel bad about myself.
Yeah, same.
Oh no.
7 a.m. I'm still in bed because I went to bed like 3 hours ago and I'm
7
probably
a.m.
dreaming about something.
morning line. No, sorry.
Oh.
I can't
Sleeping,
resist.
waking up and eating.
You said that Rapunzel's your favourite.
Yeah.
But do you think she's the best role model, or would that be someone different?
The best role model I would say is probably Mulan. Mulan saved an entire country. The other princesses have not done
Kind of
this.
hard to compete with that.
Yeah, and
But
I mean, she hides herself, but then she finds herself, and
Aw.
that's
it's
And she's
precious.
also really good at drag as well.
Exactly.
I wish I was that good.
relevant.
I've got my wig hanging up there, especially because when that film was released, it was sort of like Renaissance era, and a lot of it, like if you look at like The Little Mermaid and stuff like that, and Jasmine as well, it's very much like traditional female characters, and then Mulan comes along.
yeah.
Like,
Yes, exactly.
no.
And she's like brandishing a sword, and she's like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna get y'all."
One thing I will say about Mulan though is like I think a lot of people really love her because she is like this sort of sword brandishing fighter and physically strong and stuff like that, and I don't think we should fall into the trap of thinking, oh, the women that are the badass ones are also by default the best ones. Like
Yeah.
you've got the Ariels and the Rapunzels, and they're still really good, and just because Mulan's great, that doesn't mean they're not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I think my favourite Disney princess is Ariel,
Why?
because hair goals,
Yes.
good songs,
Good song.
and like a mermaid. Okay, so I identify as a male, so I'm coming at this from a very detached perspective.
That's right.
So
this is
that's
so
important
interesting to me.
engage with.
Because so many people act like little boys can't look up to female characters.
That's very true,
And
yeah.
that's just obviously wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of the people I look up to and people who I would label as idols, they're pretty much all female. So that's never an issue I've had, but I know that like a lot of guys have some masculinity issues. So yeah, like Disney fans, it does tend to be sort of more female population with
Yeah.
Disney fans.
You know who's good?
Who's good?
Eugene
Eugene.
from Tangled.
Oh, from Tangled.
Yes.
He is. Yeah.
I love
I
how
love Eugene.
I feel like they gave him
He's
a
got a
lot
good
more.
smolder. Yeah.
I feel like they gave him a lot more sort of emotional development and backstory and depth than a lot of the other male Disney characters.
Yeah.
And I really love how Tangled, especially, it feels more like a level thing between both Rapunzel and Eugene. It's not just
Yeah.
all Rapunzel doing one thing or all Eugene. It's like both of them
Yeah.
being awesome together. And
Yeah.
And neither of
I
them.
love them.
Neither of them existed just for the other one. It's like if you look at like Prince Eric, like his point in
All
the
he
story
does-
is to be the husband, is
Okay.
to be the prince.
I was
But-
gonna say this. I was gonna say Ariel, like Rapunzel has all these like goals and she wants to do this and that and the other, but Ariel's one thing is that she wants to marry Prince Eric.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing though, I don't think it is. I think because
No.
Ariel is already really invested and passionate about the
True.
human world before she even
Yeah.
meets Eric. She's already got that passion and that interest.
Yeah.
And so I feel like Eric is sort of, you know, a manifestation or, you know, the human extension of that. But I
Yeah,
feel
I
like people
guess.
discount the fact that she already had her own interest in it.
That's
And I
true.
really like Ariel because I can relate to feeling that passionate about things.
Yeah.
Like, I love her little treasure trove in her collection.
Oh.
It's like me with Pokemon plushes, just
Yeah.
look at all of these things. I love them, and I relate to Ariel because
Yeah.
she loves things, and then she meets a guy that is like the human thing of the thing she loves.
Yeah.
And I think that's lovely.
The like human embodiment of her
Of humans.
what she wants in life. That's true. I never looked at it that way.
Yeah, and I think like Ariel gets a lot of flack, and it's not deserved. It's really not, because there's nothing wrong with having passion for things, and I think everyone should be encouraged to have passion for things.
Yeah. Do you think there's any like Disney princesses and their like pairing that you don't like?
I mean,
So any, like, Disney
Sleeping
prince and
Beauty is
princess?
kind of inherently
Yeah.
a little bit non-consensual, and
Yeah.
that's not particularly
Yeah.
great. I've literally just realised in Snow White, like, he wakes her up by kissing her as well, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
exactly.
They did the same thing twice.
Classic story writing.
I just realised this. Oh my goodness.
But I guess it's from like
Wow.
when Disney princesses were becoming a thing,
Yeah.
and they weren't perhaps too conscious of the social dialogue and the implications of it.
Yeah.
And I guess they've come quite a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at
I like to think they wouldn't have people kissing
like now,
unconscious people now.
yeah,
but-
exactly.
Oh god.
I mean, I think
Unless, like, they already had a pre-established relationship. That
Yeah.
would be interesting, but it's definitely not the same.
I really like Frozen with Elsa and Anna as
Yes,
characters.
Elsa's such a good role model.
I like Elsa.
Very good role model. Doesn't
Yeah.
want to do anything for anyone except
I love that.
herself and her sister.
Do you think Elsa's a Slytherin?
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Elsa's
Elsa's a
Slytherin.
Slytherin.
For sure.
Which Disney princess do you think is, like, the worst character or worst role model?
Oh,
I don't know.
Like, who has the
I think-
fewest redeeming features?
I don't like Pocahontas because to me it was just confusing because she's so passionate about like her homeland and America, which is all great, and that's what all the songs are about, all the
And
plot
it
is
seems
about.
a little bit out
And
of
then
character
it
for
just
to be
seems
so-
really out of character.
That is
sort of starting to get with
true.
like the blonde European guy.
No,
can't
I don't
remember
think there's
his
anything
name.
like weird about that, but it does, like, her interest in John does kind of seem to come out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
I think that's like why I'm a bit like
It doesn't feel
Pocahontas,
particularly
girl.
believable, does it?
Yeah.
but it's
As
like
opposed to like Ariel and Eric, which feels more like a very organic attraction.
Yeah,
Like Pocahontas and John is just kind of like,
but it contradicts
Eh.
what like.
Eh.
Yeah, but
she goes
it's
on
like
about.
the Romeo and Juliet story.
yeah, but
isn't
it's
it?
also like a perversion
Romeo
of a
and
real
Juliet,
life
as in like,
person's
I'm
tale.
invading your homeland and killing
As
all your
in,
family.
As in, like, you like who you're not meant to like. It's like forbidden love.
You know Pocahontas was an actual person though, right?
Yeah.
And it's just
But she doesn't end up with him. She like marries someone
Yeah.
else and
The
goes
entire
over to
thing's just-
England.
weird.
I studied that in year 7 history.
It's just choosing my like least favorite out of the good bunch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'd say probably Aurora, just because. What does she do?
She's
Sleep.
Out of all the role models, I'm gonna say that's my least
Yeah,
favorite.
she
But I
doesn't
still
exactly
like
have the most
Aurora,
depth.
and I still like Sleeping Beauty.
you know who I really like? I really like Vanellope.
Oh, I love
I love
Vanellope.
Vanellope.
Yeah.
I
So
like
good.
how as well she's an actual child.
Hero's duty.
But I
Who-
like how she's an actual child
Yeah.
and she's not. Moana.
That's what I was about
Sorry.
to say. Do you have any like thoughts on Is Moana an official Disney princess?
I don't know.
I mean, Maui made her official Disney princess by saying anyone that has a sidekick and
yes, I loved that.
what does he say? Anyone that has a Disney sidekick
No, it was like an animal sidekick.
and something else
I don't know.
makes you a Disney princess.
There you
So-
go.
Yeah, I loved that.
See,
Yeah.
I've only seen Moana once.
Me
and
too.
It was like 2-3 weeks ago because someone said to me, you need to watch Moana now. So
They were
me and
right.
my friends just watched Moana. And it was really good.
I think
And
she's one of the best, most
Yeah.
well-rounded characters they've
Also
ever
because like she's also a child, I think, in it.
had. She's like an early teen, yeah.
And they're not like too concerned with forcing in any plot or like focusing on her gender as a woman. And like you see her like boss around Maui and
Yeah,
I love the
It's like-
relationship
yeah.
between her and Maui.
I think she's a really relevant role model for this time as well because
Yeah.
in
I
like
feel
this
like-
generation is so kind of it's so easy to feel lost because of the way everyone's growing up and like the education system and all that. Like I could go on, but
Same.
yeah, like finding yourself and what you want to do and following the right path.
she's got such drive and she does what she thinks is right
Yeah.
even though everyone's telling her no, we don't do that, and she just
Yeah.
goes out and does it.
People get annoyed because you're not liking someone that's a
Yeah, as a stereotypically
strong
hero-y,
character.
yeah. Like,
I think people that
like the misconception that Disney princesses don't do anything other than be princesses.
Well, I think people that think that don't really probably don't have as like an in-depth knowledge of Disney.
I feel
they
like a
don't
lot of
watch
them
properly. They don't listen.
Haven't watched them since they were little. Yeah.
They don't think about the messages that go into the movies, because Disney spends so much time like working out what messages they want to put across with their characterization, with their storylines. So it's not like they just like throw some characters together and they're like, oh look, we've got this princess and she doesn't really mean anything, but everyone loves her. It's like everything is so well thought out.
I was going to say, I think the dialogue of like associating femininity with being like a bad influence or like an inherently negative thing in the modern world is also like a very one-sided and unintelligent dialogue. It's like assuming that, oh, you're feminine, that means you're not like strong or powerful or anything like that. And no, because if you actually look at masculinity and femininity, they're just things in our society that we label as feminine or masculine.
I feel like a lot of people really like Vanellope specifically because she's a tomboy. I want to take a minute to talk about Belle.
Okay.
Because I think everyone's like, oh, well, Belle reads, that makes her good. And it's like, well, yeah.
But I can read too.
Yeah. I was giggling before because I remember, have you seen that tweet that it's like, there goes Belle singing her daily mean song about us.
I haven't seen that. I need to see that.
Oh, it's so good.
That is true. She just waltzes through that village bitching about every single villager.
Did you see, like,
you're boring,
did you
you're
see
boring,
someone else
you're
talk
boring.
about it? Like, I can't remember. I think it was Mara Wilson who plays Matilda. She literally tweeted saying, instead of just gloating that she can read and the others can't, why doesn't Belle set up some sort of literacy program for the village?
But this is what I liked about the new one, because
I've not seen the new one.
Oh, you haven't? Have you?
I haven't. I watched the new Cinderella.
Oh.
I've not seen that either.
Honey, you need to watch the new one, because Emma Watson
They made her like an engineer, didn't they?
Emma Watson tried very, very hard to get a new kind of role model,
Good for
Belle,
her, yeah.
across. And Belle actually teaches some of the villagers to read.
Oh, that's so good!
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well done,
She
Belle.
promotes Belle to a higher status of role model, if you like.
As a role model, do you think? Were you going to say something about Belle as a role model?
Just, I mean, like, hold your women to higher standards than being
Reading.
able to, reading and being somewhat intelligent.
I guess the movie's set in, like, what is it, revolutionary
Yeah,
France,
that's what I was
It's before
thinking.
education was so widespread.
That's what I was thinking.
But still.
For the time.
Still.
Merida.
I've not seen Brave yet.
Merida. Yeah, I've
not
seen
seen it yet.
bits of Brave. Yeah.
It's good.
If you
Is
could
it good?
change your fate,
I mean-
would you?
Yeah. It's good.
I think we're going to wrap that up there. This was a very conversation that went off into several different
It
directions.
did.
It was interesting.
It was
but
pleasant,
I
though.
still
It
had
was
fun,
very
Thank you.
interesting.
and I feel like we covered the general gist of the topic,
Just about.
and it was fun.
We rambled so much in my video too, so don't you
Yes,
worry.
we really did.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So thank you so much for watching. If you have any thoughts on the Disney universe and its female characters and how good you think they are, let us know, because
Comment below.
there is always more to be said
All
on
your
this topic.
opinions.
Yes. And make sure you go and check out the videos we did on these guys' channels. I'll put like the box things or the links or the both. And subscribe and all of that fun stuff.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching.
Thank
Hopefully you
you.
had fun, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Yay!
Yeah.
We did it!
Yes.
None
I'm
of
gonna
it was
include that as well.
recording. None of it was recording.
Yeah, it was.
JK. It's
Don't
split into
say
two
that.
parts.